Students, welcome to Sunil's tutorial. I'm Sunil Mirwani and today we'll be doing this chapter called as standard costing. Let's see this. First, let's see the formulas of standard costing, guys. MCV is nothing but SQ into SP minus AQ into AP. Then you have MUV is nothing but SQ minus AQ into SP. And third, MPV is SP minus AP into AQ. Right? Now what does all this stand for? S stands for standard, Q stands for quantity, P stands for price, A stands for actual, MCV stands for material cost variance, MUV stands for material usage variance, and MPV stands for material price variance. Okay, now let's see question number 1. Right? They've said that calculate the price variances for product A and product B. Now you always make a table like this: standard for actual output and actual, quantity, price, quantity, price, quantity, price. Whenever you are doing a sum of standard costing, always make this table first. Now let's see for product A. They said that standard price is 20 rupees. Standard price for product A is given to you as 20 rupees. Standard price for per unit for product B is given to you as 32 rupees. Actual price is 24 and 30. Actual price is 24 and 30. And units produced, actual units produced are 300 and 250. This is the data given to you. They've asked you to find out material price variance. They've asked you to find out material price variance. Material price variance is standard price minus actual price into actual quantity. So I can say for product A, standard price is 20 minus actual price 24 into actual quantity 300. This is minus 4 into 300, which is nothing minus 1200, but we don't write the answer in minus. Instead of that, you write A next to it, which stands for adverse. A stands for adverse. Now for product B, actual standard price 32 minus actual price 30 into actual quantity, that is 250. So 2 into 250, that is going to be 500. Since it is positive, this is taken as favorable. Right? Do you understand this? So you make your table and then on the basis of that you calculate this. Right? Let's see the second sum. Illustration 2, question 2. They said that from the following data, calculate the variances. Always make your table first. Standard, actual, quantity, price for actual output, quantity, price, quantity, price. Let's see the data given to you. They have said that quantity of material purchased is, second sum, cost per unit. Standard cost is 5 and actual cost is given to you as 6. Standard quantity is 50 and actual quantity is given to you as 45. right? You have to find out the variances. Let's see how do we do this. They've given you that they've asked you to find out material cost variance. Material cost variance, MCV, is standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity into actual price. So in that case, standard quantity is 50 into standard price 5 minus actual quantity 45 into actual price 6, right? So when you solve this, you will get this as 20 negative. So you will write this as adverse. If it is negative, you write it as adverse. If it's positive, you write it as favorable. The next thing they've asked you is MPV, material price variance. Material price variance is standard price minus actual price into actual quantity. So in that case, standard price is 5 minus actual price is 6 into actual quantity 45, right? When you solve this, you will get this as 45 negative. So you write this as 45 adverse. Fine, do we get this in here? Next, let's move on to the next sum, guys. Let's see the third sum. First, let's make the table. Standard for actual output, actual, quantity, price, quantity, price, quantity, price. Right, let's see this. Now, remember that the price that is written here is price per unit. So they give you the total cost divided by the number of units to get price per unit. Now they've said that quantity of material purchased is 2,500 units. Value of material is 7,500. Right? Now, in that case, they've given you that actual quantity of material purchased is 2,500 units. Actual price, I have paid 7,500 rupees for 2,500 units. That means I have paid 3 rupees per unit. So your actual price is going to be 3 rupees per unit. Standard quantity of material required for 1 ton. My standard output is 1 ton. For 1 ton of output of finished product is 25 units. For 1 ton of output I require 25 units. Right? Standard rate is 2 rupees per unit. Actual output is 80 tons. Right? Now when the actual output is given to you, the first thing that you do is transfer the standard price here as it is. Okay? And standard quantity now you will calculate as 25 into 80 divided by 1. 25 into 80 divided by 1. Either you understand this way or I can show it to you this way also. Ton quantity. For 1 ton I require 25 units. So for 80 tons how much do I require? Same thing it will come to. 80 into 25 by 1. Right? 25 8s are 200. So 2000 units. Right? Now once you have actual output, the first standard has to be cancelled. Cancel this with a pencil. Now the remaining data is to be used for calculation of the sum. What have they asked me to find out? They have asked me to find out all the 3 variances. That is MCV. MCV is standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity into actual price. Right? Standard quantity 2000 into standard price 2 minus actual quantity 2500 into actual price 3. When you solve this, you should get this answer as 3,500 adverse. Then you have MUV, material usage variance, standard quantity minus actual quantity into standard price, right? So standard quantity is 2,000 minus actual quantity 2,500 into standard price is 2. So this is going to be 1,000 adverse. And MPV, material price variance, standard price minus actual price into actual quantity. Standard price is 2,000 minus actual price 2000, sorry, standard price is 2 rupees, actual price is 3 rupees into actual quantity. Actual quantity is 2500. So this is going to be 2500 adverse. So thus you get all your three variances. Now henceforth I just make the table for the remaining sums and I would want you all to do the variances on your own. Let's see this. Standard for actual output, actual, quantity, price, quantity, price, quantity, price. Right? Let's see this. Let's see the fourth sum. They've said that standard material for 70 kgs of finished product. For 70 kgs of finished product is 100 kgs. For 70 kgs of finished product is 100 kgs. Standard price of the material is 1 rupee per unit. Actual output is 2,10,000 units for actual output, which is 2,10,000 units. Actual material used is 2,80,000. Right? And cost of material. Since cost of material, total cost is given to you, I can find out the actual price. Now the cost of material is given to you as 2,52,000. That's the total cost, in which we have purchased 2,80,000 units. Therefore, the cost per unit, actual price, is going to be 2,52,000 divided by 2,80,000, which is going to be 90 paisa. So this is going to be 0.90. Now, output quantity. For 70 kgs of output, 100 kgs of input is required. The actual output is 2,10,000 kgs. In that case, what will the standard quantity be? The standard quantity for this will be 2,10,000 into 100 divided by 70. 7 ones are, 7 threes are. 0 and 0 1. So that gives you 3,000. This is going to be 3 lakhs. So this is going to be 3 lakhs. Right? Copy the rate here as it is. Cancel this out. Apply the three formulas and you can get the three variances. I'm not getting the variances for you. You should be able to get the variances on your own. It's straight application of formula. Next, let's see the next one, guys. Let's see question number 5. Standard actual, quantity, price for actual output, quantity, price, quantity, price. Right, let's see this. They said that the standard raw material required cost for producing 300 units of product A. Standard is 300 units of product A are as follows. 600 units of raw material at 50 rupees per unit. But the actual raw material cost for producing 300 units, same number of units are produced, were 1000 units of raw material at 40 rupees per unit. Straightforward. Now, in both the cases, the set standard and the actual standard is the same. So there is no need for you to fill in the data here. Both these figures are same. Since both the figures are same, now since both the amounts are same, all we have to do is just straight away calculate the variances. You can apply the formula and get all the three variances. I'm not doing that part. You can directly calculate the variances on your own using the table. Next, let's see for the next sum. Standard actual. quantity, price, quantity, price, quantity, price for actual output. Right, let's see this. Sum number 6. From the following particulars, compute the three variances. Quantity of material purchased is 3000 units. You purchased 3000 units. Value of material is 9000. Actual output 3000 units. No, quantity of material purchased for actual output is 3000. So your actual price will be 9000 rupees are paid for purchasing 3000 units. So actual price is going to be 3 rupees per unit. Next, standard quantity of material required for 1 ton of output. For 1 ton of output, you require 30 units at the rate of 2.5 per unit. Right? Opening stock of material is 100 units, closing stock of material is 600 units. Output during the year is 80 tons. Okay, now in this particular sum, you have opening and closing stock, right? Now first of all, let's see this standard ton units. For 1 ton of standard output, you require 30 units. For 80 tons, how much will you require? 80 tons, you will get 2400. X will work out to be 2400. So our standard quantity is 2400. The price has to be copied here as it is. So 2.5. This is going to cancel out. Now let's come to the actual quantity. Now actual quantity, there is opening stock as well as closing stock, right? So in that case, I can say my actual quantity is going to be opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. Opening stock is given to you as 100 tons. Purchase was 3000 tons and closing stock is 600 tons. So my actual quantity now will be 2500 tons. So it was 2500 tons that was actually used for the production. Fine, do we get this in here? Once my table is ready, then all the three variances can be calculated. Next, let's see another sum, guys. Standard actual. Quantity, price, quantity, price, quantity, price for actual output. Right, let's see this. They're giving two types of material. Material A. For material A, standard units are 40 and standard price is 50. Actual units are 50 and actual price is also 50. For material B, standard units are 60, price is 40. Actual units are 60 and the price is 45. Right? Now, let's see this. They've asked you to calculate the three variances. In that case, first let's find out MCV. MCV is standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity into actual price. Now you have for A, standard quantity into standard price, 40 into 50.
So actual quantity into actual price.
Actual price. Right? Actual quantity into actual price, 50 into 50. So this is 200 minus, this is 2000 minus 2500. So this is 500 adverse. Right? Then similarly I can have for material B, 60 into 40 minus 60 into 45 minus 6 5 30 24 27. So this is 300 adverse. So my total is going to be 800 adverse. That is going to be my total MCV. This will be written as total MCV. So when you have multiple MCV, right? So when you have multiple types of raw material given to you, you calculate for individual and then add the two, right? I've done for MCV, same way you can do for MUV and MPV. Fine, do we get this thing clear? Okay, please stop this here for the day. Thank you very much.